Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Clarity with Shayna. Today we're diving into triggers, what they are, why they happen, and how they affect you. If you've ever felt an emotional reaction out of nowhere and thought, where did that come from? This video is for you. Stick around because I'm also going to walk you through a powerful technique called bilateral stimulation to help calm your system and rewire how you respond to triggers. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is a trigger? A trigger is anything, yes, anything that activates a strong emotional response within you. It could be something someone says, a place, a memory, a smell. Sometimes it's as random as a song that suddenly makes you tear up. Triggers can be external, like hearing a loud noise or seeing someone's facial expression. But they can also be internal, like a specific thought or even a physical sensation in your body. Your brain's job is to recognize patterns. When it encounters something that reminds it of a past experience, especially an emotional one, it sends out a signal that says, hey, we felt this before and it didn't go well. Let's stay alert. That's when your nervous system jumps in to protect you, even if you don't consciously know what's going on. Let's walk through a real life example. Imagine you've just finished swimming at the pool. You felt fine in the water, maybe even peaceful. But as soon as you step out, you're hit with this overwhelming wave of emotion and suddenly you're crying. And you're just standing there thinking, what just happened? Why am I crying after swimming? It feels totally random, but it's not random at all. Sometimes crying after an experience like that is your body's way of releasing stored energy. Swimming can be calming, and when you relax, your body finally has permission to let go of emotions it's been holding on to. That release can show up as tears, but it's also possible that the experience of swimming, floating, hearing the water, stepping out to the cool air reminded your brain of a past memory, maybe without you even realizing it. Maybe it takes you back to a moment when you felt vulnerable or alone, like that one time as a kid when you had a bad day at summer camp, or maybe you didn't have anyone cheering you on at a swim meet. Or maybe, and this is a common one, it brings you back to a memory of being criticized for something that felt personal. For example, maybe you wore a swimsuit you loved, but someone made a comment that made you feel ashamed. Even years later, something as simple as stepping out of the water can resurface that feeling of being judged. The tricky part is that when you're triggered, it doesn't just show up as a feeling. It can turn into a story we tell ourselves about who we are. So you've cried after getting out of the pool. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm having a normal emotional release, your mind might spiral into, why am I so sensitive? I'm a mess. I shouldn't feel this way. But here's the truth. That's not you speaking. It's the triggered part of you. It's your subconscious tone. Those thoughts that show up in these moments aren't facts, they're echoes of old wounds stored in your body. When you start to notice that pattern, you can step back and say, wait, this isn't happening right now. It's about something deeper. So, how do you start making sense of those emotional waves? One helpful approach is to search for the memory behind the reaction. When you're feeling triggered, ask yourself, when have I felt this way before? What's the earliest memory I can think of where I felt the same emotion? Sometimes the answer will come right away. Other times you might need a moment, but don't overthink it. Just notice what pops up without judgment. Maybe it's that memory of someone standing by the pool as a kid, as you standing by the pool as a kid, feeling small and unnoticed. Or maybe it's the sting of that comment someone made about your swimsuit. Something like, why are you wearing that? Or that color doesn't look good on you. In that moment, you might feel exposed, embarrassed, and unsure of yourself. When you make that connection, it becomes a reminder, oh, this sadness isn't actually about getting out of the pool. It's about something much older. That awareness is powerful because it gives you some emotional distance. When you name the root, you can start to reclaim your calm and tame your feelings. Okay, so you've identified the memory or the feeling. Now what? This is where bilateral stimulation comes in. Bilateral stimulation is a simple technique that engages both sides of your brain by creating a right-left rhythm. This helps your brain process the emotion so it doesn't feel as overwhelming. One of my favorite bilateral techniques is called butterfly taps. Here's how you do it. Cross your arms over your chest like you're giving yourself a hug, and then gently tap one shoulder and then the other. It's a steady rhythm, left, right, right? And you can go fast to help your thoughts move quickly, or you can go slow to be more in the moment. As you're doing this, take slow, deep breaths. You might notice that your tightness in your body starts to soften, or your racing thoughts slow down. This isn't magic, it's science. Bilateral stimulation helps your brain digest the emotion and shifts your focus back to the present moment where you're safe. If butterfly taps don't resonate with you, that's okay. There are other bilateral stimulation techniques that you can use. Take a walk and focus on the rhythm of your steps, right, left, or gently sway from side to side or tap your feet back and forth while taking slow breaths. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even small rhythmic movements can help you feel more grounded. So, the next time you feel triggered, whether it's after getting out of a pool or during an unexpected moment, remember this: you're not broken and you're not too sensitive. Your brain is just trying to protect you. By getting curious, searching for the memory, and using tools like bilateral stimulation, you can give yourself the space to process those emotions and come back to your center. Thanks for spending time with me today. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways to unlock your calm, find your joy, and master the art of being present. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you do to stay grounded when you're triggered? Let's support each other in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you next time.